Hey, happy stampers. It's Katie Lay, and I'm coming to you with a Masculine Monday card. I think this is like episode 5 of Masculine Mondays. This is going to be a Father's Day card, but before we get started on that, I would like to remind you of our joining special that we have going on, and you could become a member of Katie's Happy Stampers. The joining special is it's still the same as before. You get your $125 worth of product that you can pick out of the catalog, anything you choose, but you also get this $82 value of all the in colors. You get the stamp pads, all 5 colors, and I always forget the name of this one. Oh my goodness. I'll come back to it because it'll come back to me. This is Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, and oh my goodness, I know I'll think of it. But you also get the assorted pack of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You get the designer series paper of the 2024 2025 in colors, and you get the Stampin' Right markers. And that color just is not coming to me, but I don't know, but no matter what, you do get that color. But there's 5 in colors, and you get all those as part of your starter pack. I'm trying to see if I could see it on the paper here, but I can't see it. I don't know why that green color just doesn't come to me. But you will get $82 in value in that, plus your $125. Plus you will also get a paper pumpkin in that starter kit just as a sample. And then you also, on top of all of that, you get all of that with free shipping. You know, what a value. You know, you get all that plus free shipping. So this is the best time to if you want to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, now's the time to do it. You don't have to run it as a business like I do. You can just do it as a hobby demonstrator, and you'll just get your 20% discount on your products that you purchase. You know, and so that's an added bonus, but if you decide you want to run it as a business, that's, great too. So, now's the time to join. I'd love to have you as a member of my team. I will put a link in the description below as to how to become a member of Katie's Happy Stampers. If you'll click on that link, it'll take you right to the page to sign up. So, there's that. And as for this is going to be the card we're going to be doing today. I just want to take a minute to say that, this is Memorial Day, and it's not all about barbecues and get-togethers and family reunions and all that kind of stuff. This is about the veterans that have chosen to serve our country and have given their lives to give us the freedoms that we have today. I have several members of my family that have served in the military. My dad, my brother, my husband, my son have all served in the military. I have several brother-in-laws. My dad has passed away, and just recently in January, my brother passed away, and he passed away of things that he got while serving in Vietnam because of the Agent Orange and his breathing issues. So I just like to remind everyone to remember our veterans and thank them for their service, and remember that these freedoms that we have is because of them. So with that being said, we're going to get started with our card, and we are going to do a Father's Day card, and it's going to be using the Bistro Burger set. And it is very cute. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Because like I said, I like to do the man card Mondays and do man cards, but I don't know, I like a good burger as good as anybody. So and good barbecue. So this is the Bistro Burger set, and this is the card we're going to be doing today. And I designed this card, and I put something on the inside. So we're going to get right to it and get this card going. Okay, this set, like I said, this set has Happy Father's Day. You're kind of a big deal. Time to celebrate. Here's to a great guy. And it's got this cute little pickle. And it's got the burger. And it's got some French fries. And it's got dies to match. I've got the dies all still on here. But as you can see, I'm going to be using most of the stamp set. I've already got them put on blocks so that they're ready to go. But this is a tablecloth. This is flames. This is for the French fries. This is for the pickle, the burger. I'm not exactly sure what some of these are. I haven't gotten a chance to use them all yet. I finally figured out what this one is. It's for a toothpick, and I got it now where I can't get a hold of it with my fingernails. It's going to try to get away from me. Get back over there. There you go. This makes a toothpick. And you can put the little banner on it to poke down into your hamburger. That's cute. This is a chili pepper. This makes a really cute little knife. And this is the handle for the knife. And you can poke the knife down in your hamburger. And this, I'm not quite sure what it does yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. And these, I think maybe these might be some kind of olive or something. I'm not sure. But, you know, it's all... It'll all get played with because I love this set. It's just so fun. It's going to be used all summer long for 4th of July. Like I said, Memorial Day, man birthdays, Labor Day will be coming up pretty soon, and just any summertime, you know, barbecues. If you wanted to do an invitation to a barbecue, this would be a great invitation set. But here we go. We're going to get started. What we're going to need for this card is we've got our card base and I've cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, and we're scoring it at 5 1/2. So we're scoring it down. It's going to be a tent fold, which stands up like this, and we're going to. Let's see. Where is my bone folder? It's in this box somewhere. I keep a box out here with all the stuff I'm going to need. It's just not always handy to find it in the box. But I know it's in there. Here's my take your pick tool. I know I'm going to need that. There's my bone folder. I like to give my cards a burnish so that they lay flat while I'm working on them. And then we are going to need this piece here. It's a little bit longer, but you only will need about a 4, you know, just a little bit longer than the matte piece. Okay, and here's my envelope. I decorated my envelope. I'll show you that when we get to it, but here's the envelope. And then we're going to need 2 pieces for mats, and they're both 5 1/4 by 4. And one is for the inside and one is for the outside. So that's our matte pieces. And then this, like I said, this is for the tablecloth. You just need it to be just a little bit longer than your matte piece. You know, mine is a little bit longer than that. And this is basic beige, and this is copper clay. This piece here is copper clay, and this is our new basic beige. Okay, and then I did 2 pieces. This is 3 by 3. This is going to be used for the hamburger. And then this is just a scrap to use for the pickles. And then I also have it out here, but I've already cut them out because it would take a long time to cut that many out. I've already cut out my little pieces for my banners, the red and green. This is a little scrap, and this is a great way to just use up your scraps. This is lemon lime twist and real red. And like I said, it's just a scrap. So, but I've already cut mine out to save time. Okay. But like I said, this is, I got this out of, I used this is Take to the Sky paper. And I thought this made for a good tablecloth. But you can use whatever is in your stash. You know, this is a good man paper. You know, it's got all kinds of... I don't have the airplane set yet, so I thought, well, why not use it for something else, you know? But I'm sure I'll use it for all kinds of stuff, but it's got good man's papers, you know, good guy colors in it. So, and I can show you, too, in the catalog. Let me show you where this Bistro set is. Let's see, where is it? Bistro Burger. It's on page 66. Here's the Bistro Burger set in the catalog. You know, so it's on page 66, and it gives samples. They always give good samples of cards that you can make in the catalog. So there it is in the catalog. So that's that. Okay, now we can get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this all to the side, and I'm going to bring in my mini stamping, cut, and emboss machine. And I'm going to get out, what do I do with my stamp set? Here it is over here. I'm going to get out my plates. And I'm going to need this one, 1, 2, and then another cutting number 2. And I'm going to do my tablecloth. And I always have trouble picking things up, so I use my Take Your Pick tool to get under it. So that's going to be for my tablecloth. And like I said, you only need about 4.5 inches, but I've got mine cut a little longer than that just because that's what I had a scrap of. So there's that, and you just line it up on there like so. And it, you know, I use this Post-it note tape if you want to hold it in place. You really wouldn't have to on this one, but you can if you want to. And then just put your other plate down. It's still moving. I didn't get it taped down good. There we go. Now it's taped down good. Okay. And then we just run it through our die cutting machine. Okay. So there's that. It cut that out perfectly. Okay, so that's done. So we'll be needing that again, so I'm going to just lay it to the side. I'm going to have to stamp my burger first. I should have done that first, I guess. But let's put our tablecloth back in here. I'm going to go ahead and get our burger out and our pickle, because those are the two things that we're going to go ahead and die cut. And I just have this little metal plate that keeps my dies from running away on me. That way I don't lose them. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna stamp. No, that's the envelope. What am I doing? We don't want to stamp on the envelope just yet. This is for the burger, and this is for the card. Okay, so this is why I wanted this stamped, or this cut out first, because I could go ahead and glue this down, and that way I will have an idea of how far up the burger's gonna go, and I can stamp my sentiment before I, well, actually I won't glue this down, but I will have an idea of how far up my burger's gonna go, and I can stamp my sentiment up here. So that way I don't, you know, I can get it on there, but just in case I make a boo-boo, you know. I'm not far from making a boo-boo, you know. We all do it sometimes. So there's that set up there, and I'm going to do my Happy Father's Day right about here. And that way my burger can go there. So I'm going to do it right about there. So there's that. And we're going to stamp this first, right about there. And I always like to give it a second or two just to absorb the ink. And there's our Happy Father's Day. That looks good. And I forgot my stamping chamois, so I'm going to have to use my glass mat cleaner to clean my stamps. Ooh, I don't like using that to clean that. It's going to make my glass mat cleaner dirty, but oh well. I'm a little OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm not going to like having that rust color on there, but oh well. Better than having it on my stamps, I guess. So there's that done. Okay, so now we got our Happy Father's Day done, and then we are going to lay this aside since we've got that done, and put our copper clay aside. And the next thing I'm going to do, I know I do kind of things a little bit out of whack, it seems like, but I'm going to bring in this is the Stamparatus. It's retired, but it's, I love this stamp positioning tool. You can get them anywhere, you know, a different brand, but I like this one, which plus, because I already had it, so I wasn't going to buy a different one. So this is the 3x3 piece I said you needed. And anytime it's a fairly larger stamp, I usually use this stamp positioning tool, because that way, just in case I don't get it covered good, I can always re-stamp it. And, you know, like I said, you can get any other kind. There's the Misty. I think Tim Holtz has one. I mean, We Are Memory Keepers. I think they have one. I'm not sure of all the different ones that have one. That, there's lots of different ones that have them. So, I am going to stamp my burger. I stamped my original. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it like I did the original in Memento. I was going to change it up and do it in Pecan Pie. But I think I don't think you'd want pecan pie on your lettuce and tomato and all that. I know it would look good on the bun and the burger, but I don't think it would look good on the lettuce and tomato. So we're going to stick with our Memento Black, and we're going to bring this down. And I have I made this thing. I know they call them a Chucky tool. I don't know why they call it that, but they call it a Chucky tool. And it's just a pressure tool so it saves those of us who have arthritis. You can see I have arthritis in my fingers. It saves us from having to do so much pushing, and saves our hands and stuff from pushing so hard. But you just kind of rub it. But I made this out of a candle lid and just coated the inside with glue, and then put glitter on it, and then added a piece of cardboard and some felt. And it makes a good little pretty tool, because I'm all about the bling. And pink. I'm a pink girl. And see there, it's stamped really good. If it didn't stamp good, I could redo the ink and stamp it again. That way, if I make a mistake, it makes it so much easier. I don't have to worry about positioning it again. And especially with a red rubber stamp where you can't see through it, it would be almost impossible to get it on there exactly and get all those details to where you didn't make a mistake. And then plus, if you're wanting to do several cards at once, say you were doing invitations for a barbecue, you have this already set up and you could just do it over and over and over again, and just you'd have it set up, and it would go so quickly. But now this is the part that's going to take some time, and I apologize for that, but I've got all my blends. We're going to color. We're going to do some coloring. I think I just dropped my twine. I hope not. I thought I felt it go flying, but I'm not sure. Okay, we've got all our blends. We've got pecan pie. We've got crumb cake. We've got pumpkin pie. We've got real red, and we got lemon lime twist. And those are gonna color in our burger, okay? So we're gonna start with the bun for the burger, and I did just a little tiny bit, just tiny bits of the pecan pie. And you can see on our blends, they have what we have a bullet tip. You can see the fine line here and a fat line here. This is the brush tip, and this is the fine tip. And if you're doing big areas, like when I go to do the big areas of the bun, I'll probably use a little bit of the brush tip. But when you're doing fine lines, you want to do the bullet tip. And I guess I'm going to start with the dark crumb cake. And then I'll fill in with the pecan pie if I need some. But we're just going to take and do the dark crumb cake anywhere where you think it might be just a little bit darker. And the artist makes it pretty easy for us to do it. And the bottom of the bun is going to be a little darker than the insides. This is all going to be a little bit darker anywhere where there's the shading. You can see how. And then we got our bottom bun down here. And it's going to be darker down at the bottom. And I'm going to try to do this faster. I don't know if I can. So there's that. So there's that. Now let's take this light crumb cake, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color with the light crumb cake. And I'm using the brush tip on this. And we're going to blend it together. And the trick with the blending is once we get this done once, and I'm going to just do it very lightly on that there because that's very light, the top. And I'm not even going to make sure I hit it all. That way it's light. Okay, once we hit it all once, we can hit that again and it will blend it even more. Okay, so there's the bun. And if I think it needs a little bit more of the dark, I can come back in with some dark. How many of y'all are doing Memorial Day picnics today? We were supposed to have a family reunion today, but then it called for severe storms, and so we kind of chickened out, and we canceled it because we didn't want everybody out in dangerous storms, so we kind of canceled it. We've had this same family reunion for over 20 years, and this is the first time we've ever canceled it. But the storms were pretty bad last night. Let's see, now we need to do our, let's see, what's up at the top is we're gonna get our green. This is far away. I'm having trouble seeing it. So this is our dark. I'm using dark lemon lime twist for the pickles. Well, let me do my tomatoes first. And if you all see my head in here, I am very sorry, but I do not see that well, so it is hard for me to see. And I'm gonna do the tomatoes, and so that way I get them done because I can see them better, and then I'll see where the pickles and the lettuce is. See, and now that I'm getting closer, I see that I missed some of the bun there. But that's okay. We'll get it. So I'm gonna come back in with the dark and do some of this right here. I had missed some of this bun. Okay. Now let's come in with the dark lemon lime and do our pickles up here. And like I said, it's not rocket science, but I just don't see real well right here, so it's kind of hard for me. This is your pickles. And then down here, your lettuce is a little bit lighter, and it's right here. We're gonna bring them tomatoes up just a little bit, make them a little bit thicker tomatoes. I like a big juicy tomato. Can't wait till our tomatoes, we just now planted our tomato plants for this year. Can't wait till they come in. I know y'all can tell with my accent, I'm from Kentucky. And one of our favorite things ever is biscuit and gravy and tomatoes. Oh, can't wait to have a good plate of that this summer. There's our lettuce all done. Okay, and then this down here is our cheese. Gotta have cheese on a hamburger. At least that's what I think it is. I think it's cheese. It's gotta be cheese. Gotta be cheese on a hamburger. I need to get some darker orange on there. Oops, that's the, yeah, no, that is the bullet tip. Okay, there's that. Now it's time for the star of the show. We're gonna do the burger. Let's do our dark. This is the dark, this is the dark. And it's pretty cool. All our blends come in a light shade and a dark shade, so that way they're easy to blend together. See, I told y'all I have arthritis in my fingers, and I sometimes have trouble getting the lids off. This is the dark, and I'm gonna bring it in close to that, you know, and have just a little bit around the edges. And we're gonna bring it in up to the top. Just a little bit in there. And like I said, I'm not an artist, but you know, these blends and the Stampin' Up! Artists that are artists, they make it easy for us. So we just have to kind of color it in like you would if you were 4 years old. And then just kind of blend it together here. It's looking yummy. My husband, I asked him if it looked good enough to eat last night. He said, no, it's paper. I said, you're silly. But he said it did look good. So there's our burger. Bring some more dark back in up here. This just makes it blend up more. And I'm gonna come in with some of this green again, just because it looks like it kind of fades away. Okay, there's that done. Okay, now, there's our burger. And I think that top looks good with it looks like it's white up there, or not white, but looks like it's baked into it. Hot cross bun. So there's that. Then I have another little scrap here for my pickle. Now, I did my pickle so that it wouldn't take too long to color. I stamped my pickle in garden green and then colored it in the lemon lime twist because it just didn't seem right to do a black pickle. So, and you see, I kind of moved my stamp all over my ink pad because that way, because ink, it doesn't settles all over the ink pad. It's not just in the middle. And there's one pickle, and I put 2 pickles on my card. There's one. We tend to use all the ink out of the middle of the pad, and then the sides don't get none used. And there's 2 pickles. Okay, so now let's get, where's my cleaner? What did I do with it? Oh, I set my Stamparatus on it. Let me get this cleaned up. And I can set it to the side now. And this one's going to be very easy to color. Just do just a little bit of the lemon lime twist here. I don't remember which I used, whether it was the dark or the light. Let's start out with light just in case. Okay. I think the light looks just fine. Sorry, I get quiet sometimes when I'm coloring. It's a peaceful, concentrating thing. Something that you can do when you're needing some quiet time. Okay, our pickles are done. All our coloring is done. So, there's that. And I'm going to put all these away now, get them out of our way. Did my twine go flying? It must have. Let me see if I can see it somewhere. I don't even, but I think I know where I have some. I'll be right back. It's real quick. That was fast. I knew I had more. So I have a whole spool of it. Mine came undone. Oh, there it is right there. See? I knew once I went and got it, I would find that little one I was going to use. So now I don't need to use this. Okay. So now let's get this, bring our cutting machine back in. And we're going to cut these hamburgers and pickles out. So we're going to get these set up. And sometimes I just like to get them set up on the plate and tape them down. And then put them on the machine. That way I know they're on there where I want them. Let me bring it closer. Let me see if you can, because these dies, they kind of move around on you. And you know, you've done all that coloring and all that, and boy, you sure don't want it to move after you've done all that coloring. I hope that's good. I'm going to do 2 pieces on this one. I did lots of coloring on that one. Okay, so we'll be able to do at least 1 pickle at the same time. So that way I only have to run it through twice. Anyway, let me tear off another piece of my Post-it note tape. And like I said, I just got this off of Amazon. But it's just total Post-it note tape, so that way you don't have to waste your actual Post-it notes. Okay, so there's that. And then put our cutting plate on top. And then we're going to run it through our machine. Uh-oh, what happened? How did that happen? Holy smokes. I'm glad I saw that before I... How did that happen? Let's try this again. Boy, that's one thing. If something can happen, it's going to happen to me. I'm going to tell you. There we go. Now try this again. There we go. Now let's run it through. Things are moving. The paper's moving, but the dies aren't. There we go. Okay, now let's see what we got. We got our burger. Yay. And there's our burger, nice and cut out. And it's cut out good. Set that over. And there's a pickle. And it's cut out good. So now we just need to cut out 1 more pickle. Line this up. And tape it down. There we go. Now run it through 1 more time. Okay. And our second pickle. Set that there. And let's set this to the side. We're done with our die cutting. So we got that and that and that. Okay. So now we just have just a little bit more stamping to do for the inside of the card. And that'll take a little bit of coloring. And for our envelope, like I said, I always like to decorate the insides of my card and an envelope. So that we're going to use our French fries again. And I'm going to need my, let's see, right here. I stamped it in crumb cake ink for the fries. I stamped the fries on this side. Or no, this is pecan pie. Sorry, pecan pie ink. Right there's your pecan pie ink for your fries on the inside of the card. And then I did it, I'll make sure the envelope's right, on this side of the envelope on the front of the envelope. Clean my stamp. Okay, there's that done. And we're not done quite stamping. Got one more, and I need to bring in my, let me close this one and bring back in my copper clay. And it's gonna say, "You're kind of a big deal" on the inside of the card. And do that right at the top. Okay. There it is. Woohoo! Very pretty. So you've got your burgers, your pickles, your French fries. You're set. Okay, now let me put that to the side and this to the side. And let me get that crumb cake back out here. I should have left it out here, but I didn't. And I'm going to just do the light. Yeah, light crumb cake. Just a little bit of light crumb cake on these fries. And I'm going to just kind of touch them because fries aren't all the same. They're just a little bit. That looks good. Now let's touch a little bit on our envelope just to give it a little texture on our fries. There we go. Looks good enough to eat. McDonald's ain't got nothing on us. We got them. There we go. And there's our fries. Okay, now let's put this thing together. So we've got, this is our front. And we're now I lost my twine again. Here it is. Okay. I'm gonna lose this twine yet. And we are gonna glue this down first. Excuse me. Okay. And we don't need a lot of glue, and we don't need to bring the glue to all the way to the edges because as you can see, this hangs over the edge of the mat just a little bit. So we don't need to bring the glue all the way to the edges. And this also has some kind of like slits in it, you know, just to make it a little bit more realistic. So we don't, you know, you don't want to use a whole lot of glue. Let's see if I can get this started. There we go. Get some glue put on this. I'm just putting little bits here and there. You know, very little is coming out. It looks like I'm using a lot more than what is coming out. But then we're going to glue it down to the bottom here. And so you can see that the sides stick out just a little bit. And I'm going to find my paper snips in here. And we are going to snip these sides off. Just flush with the card. Okay, turn it around and do the other side. There we go. Now it's flush with the card. Then we are going to take and get I have some Scotch tape here. I like to use Scotch tape just because it does it flat to the back of the card. And I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to take just a little bit of Scotch tape and put that on the twine. And put it on the back of my card like so. You can use a glue dot or whatever you'd like, but I'm going to bring it around my card like this and just kind of leave it kind of loose. You know, so it kind of drapes down a little bit. And then bring it to the other side. And put another piece of Scotch tape there. And then I can just snip it off. That's a spool. This is a spool that I got off of a paper pumpkin a long time ago, and I've been using it, and I just haven't used it all up yet, so I just keep using it until it's gone. It's just about run out, but not quite yet. So okay, now I'll need my glue again to glue my little pieces on, but for now I'm going to get my burger. And we are going to put some dimensionals. Do I have my dimensionals out? I don't. Those are minis. Gems. I thought I got my dimensionals out already. I guess not. Wait, are these them? Yeah. I thought I had them out. Here's my dimensionals for my burger. I'm a messy crafter, if you all can't tell. I mean, I have everything everywhere. And then I like to do one in the middle so it doesn't sink into the middle. I put them, I don't want nothing to sink or sag or anything like that. I better leave that because that pickle's going to have to go under there somewhere. So we'll leave that alone. Okay, then let's take our, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna glue this down so that it's down and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's just put some glue. And you can glue right on top of your Scotch tape, and that way everything's glued down. It ain't gonna slip and slide. Okay, and get it as even as you can. That's what I like about liquid glue too. If you don't get it right where you like it, you can kind of, as long as you don't press it down too hard, you can pick it up and move it. But with our Seal and Seal Plus, a lot of times they're pretty sticky right from the start. And then you don't have the opportunity to move things around. See there? I got it right where I want it. And now we're gonna glue our, or put our burger down. We're gonna take our dimensionals, our backings off, and put our hamburger down. I like to stab my little dimensionals. And here goes our burger down, and it goes just like that, so it kind of overlaps the bun. Okay, and this pickle gets glued down completely. So I'm gonna kind of hold it and put just a little bit of glue on it. And I like it facing up. And it's gonna go just like so. Get that out of the way. Okay, and then this one, that's where we need those mini dimensionals. And it's gonna need a mini dimensional here. Can you see that? Am I still in camera? I forget that I'm not just doing it for myself. And get out of camera. And there. Okay, and then we'll take those backs off. Okay. And then we're gonna need just a dab of glue on this end. Just a little dab of glue so that we can glue it to the burger. There we go, just like that. Okay, now comes our little thingies, and we're gonna need glue for those. And I'm gonna need tweezers. With my fingernails, I cannot hold all these little tiny things and glue them and all that good stuff. So I got my tweezers out here. And I'm gonna just pour them out there. And I went ahead and cut these out ahead of time, and I just used real red. And I went in, I even just colored the end with some shaded spruce. But you wouldn't have, I don't know if you have to do that or not. I just thought it made it look better. So, and then I just put a little dab of glue there, and we're gonna just put him on there and kind of hold him down a little bit till he sticks. And then we're gonna bring this down just a little bit. And then we are gonna do a green triangle. Let's get a hold of a green triangle. If I can. There we go. Okay, now, let's do a green triangle. I'm holding this backwards. just like that. There. Now let's get a red banner. And put our red banner right there. Another green triangle. Oop. I hope y'all are liking this card. I really like it. I had so much fun last night. I was up late last night doing it, and it was so cool. I just barely got done when our power went out. I thought, well, that's good. At least I got done. I was going to go ahead and do my blog so that I'd have it ready for today, so I would be ahead of the game, but that wasn't a go because electricity went out. So I just said, well, that's God's way of telling me, go to bed. So I went to bed instead. Yeah, well, like I said, we had some pretty doozy storms last night. There's that one. And then we got one more chili pepper. Let's see, there's that one. I can't get a hold of it. There we go. That looks funny. I don't know, is that supposed to be like that? I don't know, but we're gonna glue it down just in case. I'm on glue. You've been working all this time. Don't quit on me now. Don't quit on me now. And right there's my last. Ooh, I guess it wasn't supposed to be on there because it's gone now. But it looks good still. It looks good. Okay. So now the last thing we need to do is glue our inside in, and we're done. Let's put our inside panel in. There it is. Happy Father's Day. Happy Man Card Monday. Happy Memorial Day. And there you go. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button below. And give me your thumbs up. Or, you know, I hope you like it. I hope you don't give me a thumbs down. That would not be fun. But I just hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. And, you know, if you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd like to help you with all your Stampin' Up! Needs. If you'd like to get this bundle of products, the Bistro set and dies, like this, get this set. If you use my host code by the end of May, my May host code is 2YUB4JJ4, and if you spend $50 in my store, I will send you a free gift. And don't forget the starter special. It's good through the 31st of May, which is only a few days away. So boy, you better hurry and get in on that starter special and get all that free stuff. Plus, if you use my host code, you get a free gift there. So just jump in on all the savings. And, you know, until the next time, happy stamping. Talk to you later, guys.